Hi BookTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I am coming to you with a fun little video. I think it's going to be a fun little video. This was absolutely 100% inspired by and full credit given to Michelle over at Michelle's Melancholia. She did a video that I watched. She did the same video about a week or so, maybe 2 weeks ago. I'm a little behind on my watch later list, to be honest. But she did this video and I really liked the idea of it, so I thought I would do one as well. I will of course leave a link to Michelle's channel in the description box below. Her and I read very differently. She reads a lot of horror, indie horror, a lot of that kind of spookier stuff, if you will. And me, not so much. But I adore watching her videos because she is just delightful to listen to and to watch. And you can tell how much fun she's having with her channel. So yeah, I am a big fan of watching her. So if you're interested, definitely go check her out, please. But yeah, this video was absolutely inspired by her. So this is the What's on My Kindle video. I almost want to call it a tag, but it's not really a tag per se, but I think Michelle called out at the end of her video saying, hey, if anyone else wants to do this, do it. So I'm going to say the same. So essentially what you do with this is you go on your Kindle and you look at the 5 oldest books that you haven't read yet and share them, and then your 5 newest books that you haven't read yet and share them. I just thought this was so much fun, and I'm just thinking like this can so branch out from the Kindle because I also have the Kobo, so I could do like the same video for the Kobo. For my Audible library, that would be fantastic. That would be a lot of fun too as well. So my Chirp library maybe, which is another one for audiobooks. So yeah, I am super excited about this. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So now when Michelle did her video, she shared her screen and she also had her video so you could see her in the corner. She's much more talented than I am in terms of video editing. I do not know how to do this. So pretty much from this point forward, it's all you're going to get is screen share from me. I'm just going to show you my laptop screen and screen recording, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to go through the books, go on Goodreads, share some of the books with you guys. And yeah, so that's really about it. So I hope you enjoy. Hi, everybody. So here we are at my digital content area for Amazon. And you can all see, what's in my cart. My husband clearly has a 3D printer, and that's the stuff that's in there currently. But over here you can see that I have a ton of Kindle books, 1,902. Also for audiobooks, 130. I didn't realize I had that many. And I have one book out from KU, Kindle Unlimited. I won't be showing anything Kindle Unlimited. I won't be talking about it if it's new, just because it's from Kindle Unlimited and whatever. Anyway, so let's jump into the book. So we'll start with my 5 oldest. So we'll click here and we will go oldest to newest. So again, I'm looking for ones that I have not read yet. So Cupcake Diaries I've read. Kind of a way for you guys to see what I have on here, by the way, too. All I Want for Christmas is a Cowboy. Great book. The Closer You Come by Gina Showalter. That one's fantastic. The One You Want by Gina Showalter. June Gray, Virginia. Oh, I've read it. Okay. So here's the very first one that we come to. And this is Nowhere But Here by Katie McGarry. So I, full disclosure, have actually already read this book, but I want to give it a reread, which is why I marked it as unread on my Kindle. So this is a YA novel. It is the first book in the Thunder Road series. And this was really good. It's like Teenage Motorcycle Gang, which I know sounds weird, but when I read it, I really enjoyed it. Not going to get too much into it here. Clearly, nominee for Best Young Adult Fiction in 2015. This has some pretty decent reviews. I mean, it's at a 4.02 rating. I would like to give it a reread soon. This is a trilogy. I have read all 3 of them, but like I said, I want to reread them. So, and I do own all 3 of them as well. So maybe that might be some fun summer reading. Like, oh, maybe I can read one this month. Like I can read this one in June and then Walk the Edge in July and Long Way Home in August. Let me know if any of you are interested in buddy reading those with me, because I think that would be a lot of fun. Just as a side note. So we have a Jill Shelvis here. So that's 1. Flirting with Disaster. Okay, here we go. We're getting into some Harlequin books. Is anyone surprised? Probably not. Oh yeah, so I bought that book, back up, July 9th, 2015. I've had my Kindle for a while, my friends. So now we have KCPD Protector, which is book 22 in the Precinct series. This is by Julie Miller. Let me bring this one up here. Oh, it's book 23, according to Goodreads. 4.01 star rating, not bad. Now, I have read the first book in this series and the last book in this series, I think. These are really good. They take place in Kansas City. Yeah, I don't have a ton to say about this, but, you know, it's a Harlequin intrigue. It was probably on sale. Now, I don't know, are you guys having problems with Goodreads as well? Because on the web, it's not showing me, like, that I've read something. So I know I've read Partner Protected because I read it earlier this year. And sorry for the scrolling if some of you get motion sick. I'll try and do it a little bit slower. These are all the books in this series, you guys. It's craziness. Absolute craziness, the amount of books. And they're all by Julie Miller. And I've also read Kansas City Cop. So yes, I read the first book and the last book. So I need to get to some of the books in the middle. Next up, so I've read Safe by the Marshal's Side by Shirley McCoy. So next up we have The Colton Bride by Carla Cassidy. This is a romantic suspense, Harlequin romantic suspense, I believe. So let me bring this one up here. The Colton Bride. Where is it? There it is. So this is book 4 in the Coltons of Wyoming series. It also has quite a decent star rating, 4.02. I don't think I've read anything else in this series. Best-selling author Carla Cassidy brings danger and deception to Dead River Ranch for the Coltons of Wyoming. Dead River Ranch does not sound like a happy place, does it, guys? So yeah, obviously takes place in Wyoming. You know, Kobo, stop showing me the new stuff. I really don't need it. I think I have a couple of other books in this series. So there's 6 of them in total in this series. And you guys know me, though. I'll completely read them out of order. No problem at all. Next up, and now I'm getting seen. Don't you love the targeted ads? It makes me a little bit nervous doing this video. What else is... My husband has an electric bike and he's looking at more electric bikes. That's why that ad is showing. So next up we have, so that was 3 books. So Saints Gate, I've read by Carlin Eggers. This first in the Sharp and Donovan series. Fantastic book. For those of you who are sciencey nerds, What If by Randall Munroe is so much fun. It's such a quick read. It seriously scientific answers to absurd hypothetical questions. So it's let me bring it up in Goodreads, because even though I've read it, I still want to show this to you guys because this is just delightfully fun. So now you're going to be slow on me, aren't you, Goodreads? So, so he worked. The author worked for NASA. So okay, so here are some of the questions. How dangerous is it really to be in a swimming pool in a thunderstorm? If we hooked turbines to people exercising in gyms, how much power could we produce? What if everyone only had one soulmate? You know, like, it's questions like that. It's sciencey stuff. It's non-sciencey stuff. But it's just a great, quick book. It's actually, it shows it being relatively, I think it's like, yeah, it's like 300 pages in hardcover. Clearly, I have the Kindle edition. But I think I read through it in like a couple hours. It's fantastic. It was just a lot of fun. Next up we have, a Jill Shalvis book, 1 in a Million. Let me see, it's not going to let me highlight anything. Now I'm going to have to type stuff in. 1 in a Million by the lovely Jill Shalvis. So this is part of the Lucky Harbor series. Here we go. Book 12 in the Lucky Harbor series. Yeah. I love Jill Shalvis. Nothing else to say about that. Look at the star rating on this one, you guys. 4.16. So yeah, like I said, the 12th book in the Lucky Harbor series. Oh, this one won a couple of awards. The Rita, which is the romance, it's like the big romance writers award. So Rita Award for Romance Writers of America for Best Contemporary Romance Mid-Length in 2015. And the Romantic Time Reviewer's Choice Award for Contemporary Love and Laughter in 2014. The Romantic Times used to be this great magazine that was out that talked all about romance novels, and I'm so sad it's gone, but sorry, that was a complete side note. What did you expect watching these kind of videos, guys? Tangent City. Oh yeah, and I'm also shopping for tea on David's Tea. You guys are seeing all the stuff I do online now. So that was book 4. Reconstructing Amelia, you guys, was so good. It is a great thriller. One of the earliest thrillers I ever read, and I really, really liked it. Next one down here is Bad Romeo by Lisa Raven. It was a duology. I sadly read both of them. Do not recommend. I'm sorry. The only good thing that came out of Bad Romeo was that I used that cover with a a yarn dyer, an independent yarn dyer. She was doing a whole series of yarns based off of books. And she's like, submit your book covers. And I submitted that one just because I think the cover is spectacular. And it got picked. And because it got picked, I got a free skein of yarn in those colors. So I have a pair of socks in the colors from that. And the colorway is called Bad Romeo. It's about the only good thing that came from that book because it was not fun, you guys. It was not fun. Next up, Last Resort by Jill Sanders, part of the Grayton series. I'm not a huge fan of Jill Sanders, to be completely honest. Even though I have a bunch of her books here, they were all free when I bought them. So I got Last Resort, which I've read. Serving Pride, which is part of the Pride series, I've read it. Again, another Finding Pride, part of the Pride series, read that one as well. And the last and 5th book I'm going to talk about right here, right now for my books, the oldest books on my Goodreads, or my Kindle, is Part-Time Cowboy by the great Maisie Yates. Do love me some Maisie Yates. So this one is part of what series? I'm trying to remember. Come on, don't be slow on me. It's the first book in the Copper Ridge series. The one-time bad girl comes home to small-town Oregon in the first in a sexy, heartfelt new series from USA Today bestselling author Maisie Yates. I love the cover on this one. I think it's absolutely delightful. I need to get to this one. Not a bad star rating, 3.91. How many books are in this series? I'm trying to remember now. Okay, there's a 0.5 which I need to read as well. Bad News Cowboy. Have I read any of these in this? Is this an unread series by Maisie Yates? By me? My goodness, I'm absolutely shocked. This is an unread series. I haven't read any of these. Well then, I have some catching up to do, don't I? So there is that one. Now, let's scroll back up to the top here, and let's go newest to oldest. So I'm actually going to skip the top one because I literally just bought it. I just did my video on my TBR for the week, and I showed this book, Bride by Mail by Katie Madison, as a Harlequin book that I want to read. It was available on the Kindle for like 99 cents, so I picked it up because I like reading print copies, but Kindle or digital editions are just so much easier to read. So we have some fun books here. So the first one we have here, I bought yesterday, is Murder at the Beacon Bake Shop. This is the first book in a Beacon Bake Shop mystery series. So we went from romance, now we're into the cozy mysteries. Look at how delightful that cover is, my friend. This is by Darcy Hannah. Again, first book in the Beacon Bake Shop. 4.21 star rating. Wow. So yeah. This one looks super, super cute. It's a relatively new release. Came out in 2021. And there are how many books currently in this series? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, there's a Halloween one. Oh guys, look at the Halloween cover. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh, how delightful is that? It comes out in July of this year. I might need to catch up on this series, lickety split. So, if I do the Thunder Road series in June, July, and August, who wants to buddy read the first 4 books in this series with me and read book 4 in October? Let me know in the comments below, my friends. See, this is helping me just create, reading events or, buddy reads. That's fantastic. Next up, bought this one on June the 6th. We have Deadly Ever After by Eva Gates. This is one of the books in the Lighthouse Library series. I love this series so much. I've only read like the first 2 books. So it's a cozy mystery series that takes place in a lighthouse library on the, where is it located? It's the, oh my gosh, the islands off the Carolinas. Am I saying that right? I can't remember here now, but this is the 8th book. So sorry for those of you who just got spoiled about a wedding between characters. It doesn't bother me, but whatever. Anyway, so yeah, again, love these covers. There is a cat who is in this series, and I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, his name is Charles, named after, of course, the Charles Dickens. Next one I also bought on June the 6th. I just saw this one, and it was 99 cents, and I'm like, okay, twist my arm. Twist my arm for 99 cents. And we have Cranky Campground Crush by Meredith Summers. This is the first book in the Sweet Mountain rom-com series. It says the last thing either of them wanted was to fall in love. Meredith Summers, I guess also Annie Dobbs. Oh, no, Meredith Summers and Annie Dobbs. Oh, it's co-written. That's exciting. So this came out in April of 2018. But the cover just absolutely... I wish you could still click on the covers here and make them bigger. You used to be able to do that on Goodreads. You can't anymore. This is first in a series. I wonder how many books there are. Oh, wow. They really changed the covers of that, didn't they? See? I wouldn't have bought it with that cover. I wouldn't have bought it with that cover, you guys. Honestly. That wouldn't have interested me at all. But the one with the cartoon dog on it absolutely sold me. And a different title as well. Oh, isn't that interesting? Okay, A Billion Reasons Not to Fall in Love. Oh, it looks like they were originally written as... Oh, so here's the second one. Okay, see how much cuter this is, you guys? Cabin Complications. It's delightful. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm very excited now that I've discovered this. This is how my brain works, my friends. Next up, we have... So that was... How many books? That was 3. So the next one is Betting on a Good Luck Cowboy by Sarah Richards. Betting on a Good Luck... Oh, let's spell correctly, Sarah. I type all week for work, honestly. This is book 2 in the Star Valley series. 3.68 star rating. Sarah Richardson is a really great author when it comes to cowboy romances. I'm a big, big fan. A former SEAL and his best friend's widow find the path of healing leads to forbidden feelings in this emotional Western romance for fans of Maisie Yates and Jennifer Ryan. That is very, very exciting. So, yeah, I got this one. Again, all these ones were on sale recently. And this one, okay, so I was super stoked about this one. This is The Villa by Rachel Hawkins. So this one came out at the beginning of this year, I think. And I actually had a copy from, yes, it did, January 3rd of 2023. I had a copy from Neck Alley. But, really, Lululemon? No. But I never got to it. And then I canceled my Neck Alley account. I have restarted my Neck Alley account, but we're not going to go there. But I read last year by her, because at the beginning of the year, she had another book that came out called, I can see the cover, it's bright yellow. Reckless Girls. So I read Reckless Girls last year, and I did enjoy it. I know not everyone's a fan. She's written a lot of YA, but I was really excited about reading this one. And the price of it, though, for the ebook was going to be something like, I'm not even exaggerating when I tell you guys, $18. I'm not spending $18 on an ebook. So this one came up in a daily deal for I think it was $1.99. And I'm like, yes, please. And I immediately snatched it up. So I'm very excited to have it. But it looks like such a great summertime thriller just because of the cover, right? So yeah, anyway. So yeah, guys. So there are all the books that I have bought recently. Okay, guys, so I hope that you liked that video. Let me know in the comments below if you've read any of the books that I mentioned, what you thought about them, if any. Which ones do you guys think I should get to sooner rather than later? Are there any that are jumping out at you? You know, this might almost be kind of fun to do instead of a book haul every month or every couple months, a digital book haul anyway, but to do a what's new on my Kindle and just kind of go back and kind of do a video like this and share with you guys the books that I've read and maybe have you guys shout out to me, say, hey, I read that one or that one looks super cute. So let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing anything like that, because I think that would be a lot of fun as well. But anyway, guys, until my next video, take care and happy reading. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, guys.